Hello there. I just played Anarchy bot, rated 1660.
Nice job outplaying your opponent in the endgame.
Accuracy 75.9 versus 80. Uh, one miss for them, two for me. Two blunders for each of us. Uh, Anyways, let's get into it. Oh, game rating 1000 versus 1700. This is just whatever. All right, let's go.
Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. In the Caro-Kann defense, c6 supports a quick d7, d5 pawn push to control the center and challenge the e4 pawn. Their best option was to prepare a bishop for development. You are now able to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a queen. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. They moved the queen to safety. You developed your bishop on the long diagonal. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. This move left their pawn hanging. You want a pawn for free. This move puts their knight on a safer square. Your best move was to develop a knight and attack the center. Your opponent's position went from bad to worse and is now losing. Your better option was to develop a knight and attack the center. A clear recapture. You permitted the opponent to win a knight by eventually trapping a piece. They found a way to win your knight. Clearly, you don't want to leave your knight in danger. This move goes after your knight, which is trapped and cannot escape. Repeating moves with the same piece can delay your progress in the game. They overlooked an opportunity to capture a free knight. For sure, you had to move away from the threat. That's playable. Castling kingside is a great way to protect your king and develop. You are now able to eventually win a pawn. You overlooked an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. They stopped your attack by interposing a piece to protect their pawn. You exchange pieces of equal value. A straightforward recapture. You trade off equal material. A clear recapture. Your rook eyes the open file, which helps control critical squares. Their better move was to create a pawn chain. You are now able to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a rook. You develop your piece while also winning a tempo on the rook, moving their threatened rook to safety. The only move, and you found it. They are threatening to force doubling of pawns. Your better option was to pin a knight to the king. You permitted the... This is the only good move. You are forced to double pawns. You recaptured. Their best option was to take an open file with a rook. Connected rooks can be very useful. Their better move was to defend a pawn that was under attack. A great way to control the open file with your rook. You get a chance to eventually win a bishop. You overlooked an opportunity to tactically win a bishop. You are now able to win a bishop through a fork. You overlooked an opportunity to win a bishop through a fork. You get a chance to win a bishop through a fork. Nice, you found a way to win a bishop. Their recapture simultaneously brings the rook into play. Nice find. You found the only move in this position. You move your knight away from the edge of the board, giving it control of more squares. They place their piece on a blockade square, stopping. You captured a free bishop. Their better move was to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. It makes sense to simplify with trades. A straightforward recapture. Oops, you gave up a pawn. Decent move, but they had a better one. Nice, definitely the right move. Creating a pawn chain. That was a fair trade. A clear recapture. This activates your king in the endgame. This is a fair trade. Smart play. Moving their bishop to a better position. Very good choice. Their king steps away from the check by your knight. You've just allowed your knight to be taken without a fight. They took your knight for free. Well done, an excellent move. I like their choice. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. Their king steps away from the check by your pawn. You had a better option, but this is not precise move from your opponent. That was an even swap of material. A straightforward recapture. This is a fine move. You can pick up a free pawn. This move gives you a path. You had the upper hand, and now your position is winning. You overlooked a better way to evade the check from the opposing pawn. This move doesn't help their position at all. They played one of the best moves here. Passed pawns have a clear path to promotion. Their bishop is now more active on this square. You step your king away from the checking bishop. They are right on target. Good job, that's what I would have played too. Moving their bishop to a better position. Passed pawns must be pushed. They made one of the top moves in this. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. Their bishop is now more active on this square. Very good choice. They played the strongest move available. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. I like their choice. Your passed pawn is one step closer. Moving their bishop to a better position. Passed pawns must be pushed. They played one of the best moves here. Precise move from your opponent. Yes, this is the way. They made one of the top moves in this position. This is the way to win material. They are right on target. You recapture them. I like their choice. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. You get a chance to promote. You promote your pawn. Their king steps away, getting closer to them. You're still on the road to check. You continue. You're still on the road to check. You continue the checkmate attempt. You're still on the road to checkmate. They move their king. You continue their king steps. You're still on the road. You continue that was the only move. They are right on target. That was the only move. They played the strong. You continue the checkmate attack. You continue the checkmate. Your move getting closer to the. Congrats on your win.